We're not in the studio. We're actually outside. On a cold winter's day in January down here in the south of the UK, at a wonderful track called White Nitro. More of the track to follow shortly. But yes, the Tekno EB48 2.2 is outdoors finally. The journey started with this car with a bit of a build video, and then we've got some new colours with the paint video. And in this video, we're going to go over the setup, the electrics, some nice shots of the car in all of its glory before we start messing it up and getting it dirty. So in today's video, we're going over the car, ready to start the EB48 2.2 journey. The video is actually done really well, which is really nice to see. It's good to see that lots of people are wanting to learn shells because I'm still learning. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much to Speedworks for providing lubricants to keep this car spinning super free. And of course, thank you to RC for supplying the car and for providing a top-notch first-class customer service. And as always, a massive thank you to Island RC for everything that Stuart in his shop does for me. It never goes amiss. And of course, Evolution Models, who provided the Speedworks lubricants. They are the distributor for Speedworks in the UK, so there's a number of people and companies that have come together to give me this awesome e-buggy. So let's take a look, the calm before the storm of the electrics choice that I've gone for, the setup, the box setup, and obviously my battery setup and things like that. And then the next video that you're going to see will be this car going around the track, and I'll give my thoughts and feelings, not that they're important to anyone, on this car around a UK track that's quite rough, a little bit damp at the moment. A good overall kind of experience to put this car to its paces. So let's take a look under the hood. As I have a walk around this track, it's some good thinking time before we look under the hood. If you haven't seen the previous videos, I wanted to share my thoughts once more on the EB48 and the Tekno brand in general. Now, this is actually my first Tekno build. I've had many cars over the years, but I've never had a Tekno. And the build quality, I know we always in the RC industry go on about the build quality, but it was exceptional. The instructions on how the car went together, I think anybody could put a car together. Any new starter, new person into the hobby, someone who's done it for years. They really do simplify things, and it just goes together in what feels like no time at all. The fit and the finish of the products that Tekno seem to offer, I'm telling you, are truly fantastic, a 10 out of 10. So as I just ponder and walk around this track, doing a little track walk before we go over the car. And remember, the running's in the next video, but you know me on this channel, I like to talk about thoughts and feelings in the journey. But yeah, Tekno have done an awesome job. And there's just something about this kit, and I think you probably only would have experienced this if you've bought a Tekno for the first time, and particularly one of these newer kits. Something about it feels racy. Something about it screams, I'm here to race, and this car's here to do well. I don't know what it is, because I haven't driven it yet, but we're going to find out. Anyway, I do love to go on, but you're not here for that. Let's have a little look at the setup under the hood, shall we? So this is box stock in terms of geometry. The only things that I've changed on this kit currently are the 78mm yellow springs in the front, and I'm running on the rear the 73mm shorter spring. I will give the kit springs a go, but obviously this is something the team seemed to be leaning towards, and I was really quite intrigued to try the shorter spring on the rear of the car, just to see what that actually feels like. So other than that, guys, it is box stock. Obviously I run the FlySky transmitter, so we've got a FlySky receiver in there, and obviously I haven't put the transponder on it just yet. But yeah, that's how I've done my wiring. Oh yeah, I'm also running the, I believe his name is the Walker Spinrad, or the WS lead finger side guards. These are 3D printed, and what these do is enable you to run the full size body shell. So this is a J Concepts S15 shell, and that fits on there. Fantastic. That is the nitro shell. I don't think it matters too much. I tend to always lean towards the Hot Race rubber. So this is the Amazonia, and this is in the white compound. It's on some Ogo wheels at the moment, just because that's what I had, and they're great wheels. So this is my kind of winter tyre go-to, but tyres are not important. Electric setup wise, ignore the batteries. My previous Ebuggy ran 2 shorty packs. This is probably not going to stay as the shorty packs. I'm probably going to go to either a 4S or 2 full-size stick packs, but I'm going to have a play with batteries, location and everything else. That's probably going to move forward as well, but as I say, it's just basically kit more or less at the moment. These things will come at a later date. So electric wise, so let's just have a little look at how I've done the setup. This is just how I've done it. We have got the G3 Hobbywing ESC with the 1900 kV Hobbywing motor. This is my general kind of setup when it comes to Ebuggies. I find the 1900 motor is absolutely fine. I do need to change the pinion, so again, just ignore that for a slightly shorter pinion. But anyway, Hobbywing G3, 1900 kV motor, and I'm running the SRT BH9027 brushless high voltage servo. So yeah, fantastic little setup there. I think it looks quite clean as I've done it. It might not be absolutely perfect, but should be quite nice, should be good to go. So the batteries in it at the moment are the Intellect 6.4s. There's 2 of those, but as I say, probably going to move that forward in just a minute, and we'll be changing battery packs, I believe. A boring but equally important video for the introduction on what's actually in this car. Right or wrong, that's what we've got. It's always a learning experience. We're always learning on this channel. That's what it is currently. That is the Tekno EB48 2.2 setup. That's what we're going to rock and roll with. Just need to change some batteries. But let's get driving this thing, because she's screaming at me. Let's have a go.